G'day gas enthusiasts, this is just a quick update today. I'm going to be covering the natural gas commodity price only. I'm not covering the ETFs. If you want to get an update on the ETFs, look at the weekend's video where I covered the ETF price movements. There's been no market movement on the ETFs since the market opened this morning, as the US market hasn't opened for the ETFs. But anyway, getting straight to it, let's look at the natural gas price. And before we go any further, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button to support the channel. So first, as always, we look at the long-term trends. So we look at the monthly, the weekly, and the daily. So what we've got here on the monthly chart, we look at these moving averages being broken, and that's you can see here on the CCI 150, it's been bullish above those moving averages. Likewise, the price on the monthly is broken above. And for those new to the channel, if you want to learn how to draw these moving averages, there's a video in the description below to learn how to draw those in your own charting software. So the monthly is bullish. The weekly, likewise, has been bullish. Now, notice as well, with that gap down overnight or over the weekend, we've also got a bit of a price pullback so far on the weekly. This is the weekly chart. Although it has still bullish on the weekly CCI 150. Likewise, on the price, still very bullish movement there. Now, on the daily, this is where it gets a bit more interesting. We did draw these diagonal trend lines, both descending and ascending, and we did say that since the close of trade on last week, we may see the price move down towards these trend lines, and you can see there it's just shy of that trend line since the market opened for the commodity price this morning. And at the moment, the CCI is still bearish as well, so there's no real move to the upside yet. We might see a bit of a pullback in the short term, or alternatively, we might see further declines in the price. And you can see there we had a small bullish candle there. This is the daily. And this one's just running flat at the moment. Now, if it breaks below, it may bounce off this diagonal support line, or if it breaks below that, then the next level of support will be this horizontal support at 32.16. Now, that's on the daily. To go to the intraday charts, if you're trading on the 1 hour or 2 hour, etc., we always trade in the direction of the higher time frame. So the daily here is showing us a bearish momentum, so we only take short trades. And on the hourly here, and just interchange this with your own time frame if you're trading on the 4 hour or the 2 hour, etc. But I'm demonstrating here that the 1 hour, you can see there it broke below the moving average of the price, and also when it breaks below the moving average of the CCI, that's where you take a short entry. And at the moment, you'd still be in the trade. And at the moment, if you're measuring that as a return, if you would have entered it when a price on that one there, when it broke below the moving average, currently you're sitting there, it's down about just shy of 8% return in 17 hours of trade since that was back in Friday last week. So it's a nice little return so far if you're following the trend on the daily. Okay, and also notice as well, it's actually broken down near the 61%. If I zoom out, near that 61% Fibonacci retracement. And that Fibonacci retracement on the hourly, if I zoom out a bit, you'll see here we had a declining lower highs on the CCI versus higher highs on the price. That's a bearish divergence, and we did anticipate it to break down, and the initial minimum retrace would have been that 38% level. So if I draw that between that range there, let me just get rid of some of these measurements. So what we do is we draw a target range between that 38% Fibonacci retracement, that's a minimum. And that happened also coincide with a break below that moving average. That's where you would have gone short. Now, in this case, it's fell well below that 38%, and it's currently resting around the 61% Fibonacci retracement. Like I said, we may see a bit of a bounce here. I can't tell for sure. Or we might see further break to the downside. And if it breaks below this diagonal trend line, then next level of support may be down towards this horizontal. You can actually look at it further micro view. So this is the hourly. So if we go down, for example, to the 5-minute chart, we try to see if there's any divergence. Now here it's looking like it's pretty flat. We may call that a bullish divergence. So again, if we're going to measure that with a Fibonacci, we'd like to see it break above this moving average. But let's not get too technical or too much into the detail, but we can actually break it down into further micro levels of analysis if you wanted to. The other thing we look at as well, I've got this other indicator which I've introduced some time ago, and it's in the description below. It's a multiple indicator, I've called it. And that includes MACD, stochastic RSI, and CCI moving averages. And basically what it means is when it breaks below the You can see there the -2 level, and this one reached at the -4 level down there. It draws a red candle, and when it breaks above the -3 level, in this case it reached the +4 level, I should say. When it reached the +4 level, it draws these blue arrows indicating a potential reversal. It doesn't always pick the absolute bottom or the top. You can see there it picked these bottoms. Up here it picked these tops. This was a little bit of a decline, bounced, and it dropped again. Here a bit of a false break there. So they're not perfect, but you can see there that was the last bullish move we had according to that indicator. And since then we've had little pullbacks again towards this diagonal trend line. The last one we saw was back here. It broke below to the -4 level. It showed us a red candle, and since then at the moment it's showing a -2. This could possibly, again, if the price breaks lower or this breaks lower, we're going to see further declines closer to this support line at 32.16. So again, no ETF update today. The price charts for those ETFs hasn't changed since the weekend's review we did. So reference that on the weekend's video. To support the channel more, hit that like and subscribe button and share the video. For added benefits and the cost of a coffee, consider subscribing to the Patreon page, where we look at weekly scans of bullish trending shares and insider trades that may have occurred. Thanks again, and see you in the next video.